My mother named me after her and her mother, and she always told me, you be sure and tell those kids at school your name's Betty Carroll, not Betty. I'm like, yes ma'am.
And now you moved here, what you said, 2015, May 2015?
May 2015, yeah. Moving here was a great thing for me, and it's changed my life. I love Colorado. It's a very magical place. I love the mountains. It's brought lots of healing to my life.
And what made you pick Boulder?
It's gorgeous. It's very magical here.
I love that.
I love the mountains.
What do you love about the mountains?
You feel such peace, love, and joy because you're surrounded by nature and just all of God's beauty, and you're at home. You just feel at home. It brings healing to you and grounded. It keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times are so crazy right now. 2020, everything feels like chaos. I mean, how do you find peace with that? How do you find balance?
Well, I take one day at a time. You just gotta love where you're at, be happy and content, and you know, life, it's full of changes, and sometimes whenever you're not doing things that you're supposed to be doing, the universe is going to step in and create the change for you and push you, giving you that little nudge. That
first day, getting in the car to Mississippi, knowing years maybe ignored that nudge, and you're finally listening to that nudge.
Oh, well,
just started driving away.
Things are better when you listen to that inner voice. Things just flow better for you. If you just face your soul and what you need to be doing, it changes your life, and it's for the better. Yeah.
Over when I come home, glory.
Hugging and kissing. We're the bubble. She connected to me, and I connected to her, and she has just healed 10 years. Oh my God, honey. Don't ever tie yourself down. I would have never, like I said, I would have never married. I was going to be a, bachelorette for the rest of my life. There's no need.
Well, so what was it about Bob that changed your whole mind up?
Oh, honey, it didn't. Like I said, to me, Bob was when, I don't know, it was love at first sight. I am one of those firm believers.
Even if you weren't looking for it, because you were not really looking for it. You were kind of just in your career path.
Yes.
What was it about? Was it a feeling, or it was like?
Just like you and I have connected just because of our karma. I don't know what I call it. Yeah. It's
our soul.
Your soul.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Two
it.
old souls.
Two souls merging together, and then we can laugh. And you have to be able to laugh, And we would laugh from the time we got up in the morning to the time we went to bed at night.
So Bob passed when?
10 years ago, and I made the horrible mistake of saying, okay, God, because he died of Alzheimer's. So it was a very, very long, drawn out disease. And in 2007, we were down in Florida. And so I went in, the swimming pool came up, and he was there by the pool, and I went, boo! And he says, who are you?
Oh my God.
I said, what do you mean, who am I? He says, I don't know who you are. He was in the VA program, so we went over to the VA in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I said, I think he needs his ears cleaned and blah, blah, blah. Within 30 minutes, they diagnosed him with Alzheimer's. And you talk about being hit with a ton of bricks. And but once he got diagnosed, God provided me with the most wonderful people to keep him at home. And a shout out to the VA hospital. They provided me with the means to keep him at home. They pay for everything.
You went through all this stuff that happened with this, and then you went through wildfires last year. You lost your home.
Honey, not last year. How about October 22nd? I had bags packed since August. When did it start? I think it was August 17th. Oh, Lord, no. You pack a bag and get prepared to evacuate.
So no naivety. You were
no.
Yeah.
Because I've already been evacuated twice. I've had my home for 20 years here in Boulder. So twice.
So how do you go through and figure out what to take from your house, what to leave from your house?
You know what, darling? You get your passport and your checkbook. Those are two.
What about pictures, family pictures?
Oh, please, honey. It's got a new silver. You make new pictures.
Hey, Gene.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? We're going to have a great education for Adam.
Let's go see this beautiful place.
Yeah,
The beauty in the ashes.
This is Lyons, Colorado. So from Lyons all the way to Boulder, Colorado, caught on fire. From Lyons going up to Estes Park is where Grand Lake is, and like close to 300 houses burned down.
In the last few months.
A few weeks. The fire came over the mountain and the wind shifted and took it down there. So because we had a lake, they sent over not only the airplane slurry that dropped slurry from us all the way to Lyons and Jamestown, but the helicopters brought the bags and would dip the water out of there and then covered our houses. When they evacuated us, I didn't close the windows. So all this ash and soot and all.
Really?
For the 6 days.
I was in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay. So, like I said, I'll just keep going up. Okay. Now we're going upstairs and down. They won't let me move back in because ash and soot, honey, is toxic.
Sure.
And this is what I'm trying to tell them. 6 days it was flying in here. And like I said, come in, I'll show you. See, this is. See right here? My house is built into the mountain. So the mountain is right here. This is my basement. And so every time the wind blows, it just kicks up. This is what my house is filled with. And every time you open the windows, this is what is coming in. Because you don't have any more trees.
I want to live in the mountains, actually. So if I'm going to live in the mountains, I'm going to make it safe. Now I'm going to think about if something were to come about, what are my options and how I can deal with that situation.
Darling, you Google Colorado wildfires, the California wildfires. They have built those mansions over there that they had 5 acres of plowed land and everything. There is no way, once a wildfire starts, like I said, there's no way to save your home. You just have to walk away. Like she said,
I mean,
there's
and
no
if you
way.
have to do that, you have to do that, you know. I mean, it's not like you take it with you anyway.
Honey, this is the first time. I'm 69 years old. This is the first time I've seen a wildfire. Go talk to the people in California where they've lost their whole towns. You better believe I'm furious with people's attitude about you can save your house. You're lucky to save your life. When you saw the house with all the windows busted out, that one house there, he's got 25 acres that he had maintained, and it still destroyed his house. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm not fighting the state bar. Okay, honey, I quit. What's happened is that society has moved into the neighborhoods. You think you're going to move into a wonderful place in the mountains? It's not going to happen, honey. All it takes is this. Like he said, it was a gender reveal party that has destroyed us because the fucking people did not think, oh, you know, it's going to start a freaking fire, and they didn't tell anybody, and it spread. The stupidity of Americans, the stupidity of people is what causes fires, honey.
What do you mean the security is your hotel? Is the hotel?
Is the hotel because you don't have to come back and be afraid that there's going to be a landslide. Because have you seen all the landslides in the mountains because there's no trees to protect you
For
anymore?
erosion, of course,
And that's
of
what
course.
I'm just saying. The ridge is right up here. On by the ridge. You don't know if you're going to have it or not.
To me, life it's a journey, it's a spiritual journey. And the things that we go through in life, whether they be good or bad, right or wrong, they teach you a valuable lesson. You're able to take in the wisdom and share that with others along your journey, because there's so many people that will come into your path that, you know, you can say, they may say they're going through something horrific, and you'll be like, oh, I've already been through that. It's gonna be all right, you know, because sometimes when catastrophes happen, people think it's the end of the world, but it's not.
Life is never meant to be just always comfortable, always safe.
No,
I think
it's
people
not.
need to go out
Yes,
and
we're gonna go through struggles, we're gonna go through things, but it teaches us something. And not only that, it teaches us that, hey, you are strong. This isn't gonna get you down unless you allow it to. You know, you have to love you and love who you are and learn who you are, you know?
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
to me, that's vital.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times people don't want to do the inner work. They want someone else to do it for them, and it's like, no, I'm not doing your work for you. No, I've done my own.
I'm sure you've read the 4 Agreements.
Yeah.
Of course, in the Magic Kitchen analogy, whereas if you have a kitchen that's stocked full of food and you have all the food that you could ever need, and someone knocks on your door and offers you a greasy pizza, you would never take it because you have the food, you don't need it. But if your pantry is empty, if you have no food inside, you'll take whatever people knock on the door and give you, even if it's toxic or not good for you or not. What gives you nourishment? So that's why it's so essential to stock our pantry full first, so that we can truly be there for others.
Absolutely, yes.
It was-
Yes.